carefully unzipping the cover of a custom-made red satin coat.
Don't think this is something that you'd be kind of wearing around, but
Syl Thompson is reflecting on the heathen and the reality tours that got him hooked on David Bowie.
You are the moon kind of space alien.
no, that's back in the 70s for a younger man. If I did that, that would scare everybody away.
But Syl, who was born and raised in Nanaimo, isn't scaring people away at all. In fact, they're filling theaters to see him take on the persona of David Bowie in a full multimedia stage show.
I think it's a sense where somebody goes to see a tribute act or whatever to kind of maybe get that old feeling back of, their younger days or something,
Syl performed in cover bands in Vancouver in the 1980s and decided to do a Bowie cover in a set one night.
After the night was over, we'd be packing up or whatever, or we'd be sitting around having a drink and talking to the staff or to the management and stuff. And the manager there one night said, Syl, you sure look a lot like David Bowie up on the stage there, and you move like him too. Have you ever thought of doing any of that stuff?
And that led to the formation, under the guidance of the Sam Feldman Agency, of Major Tom, that went on to play Las Vegas and Lake Tahoe. The band dissolved after a couple of years, but the bassist just couldn't let it go.
Throughout the years, he had always said, we'd speak on the phone, or I'd run into him, he'd say, we got to get the Bowie thing back together and stuff. And I would be like, no. Because I had moved on and was recording my own stuff and doing other things, and I just sort of wanted to kind of leave that alone, right? To get, not to be known as just the kind of Bowie guy, right?
Eventually, Syl relented, and the group is now touring A Night of Bowie. A lot has happened since those initial days in the mid-'80s, before cover bands were big and plentiful. Syl took a break from performing to take an audio engineering course. He actually worked here at the Port Theatre in Nanaimo for 2 seasons, in 1998 and 1999, when the theatre first opened.
Ending up here really gave me a lot of insight in what happens in a larger theater atmosphere, with bigger groups that are coming through, and what kind of goes on behind the scenes. So it really helped me in that aspect a lot.
Syl has never met David Bowie, and while he enjoys listening to the music simply for its listening pleasure, he's far from obsessed by a man to whom he bears a resemblance. It's about creating memories and experiences in a theatrical environment for those who perhaps do obsess over a cultural icon known for his distinctive voice, intellectual depth, and eclectic body of work. In Nanaimo, I'm Kate Bergen.